opium den. And how we know that is the archaeologists who did a survey here in about 1950, before they put the Roxburgh Dam in, they surveyed the whole area archaeologically, and they discovered a trench at the back of that rock, and it was full of half-pound tins of opium, much too much for just one or two Chinese guys. So
yeah, right.
yeah, so that's our official den, but unfortunately we're too early, it opens at 4. But most of these huts would have been Chinese.
Okay.
So you had your Otago pre-1861, it was the poorest province. By 1863 it quickly becomes the richest province with the gold coming out. And then in 1864 they discovered gold on the west coast, and just by the nature of gold fever it's always better somewhere else. Most of the mining population just packed up, head off to the coast, and poor old Otago is just about going bankrupt. That's when the provincial government, together with the Chamber of Commerce in Dunedin, came up with the idea of inviting the Chinese over. Again, they came mainly from Victoria, the first guys. It's about late 1866, early 1867. They'd spread out all over the hills, take over the old claims that had been abandoned by the old boys. Then, of course, the old boys would come back from the west coast and think they're going to go back onto their claims. They found the Chinese everywhere. That's where the animosity started. And the Chinese were really badly treated. It's the same deal as in Australia and in America. In fact, not as bad here, but they were pretty badly treated, even though they were guaranteed to be treated equally. Because first they didn't even want to come from the Australian Goldfields because they thought they were going to get the same treatment, but then the Chamber of Commerce collapsed and they did. But anyway, they reckon they're really good miners, much better than the Europeans. They'd work together in groups, less for themselves. Often they'd be happy to go over ground that had already been worked over by the Europeans, and they reckon very often they would actually get more out of it than the Europeans got in the first place. That's how thorough they were. And they became the big traders of the Goldfields. That was the other thing that was really important, to get all the supplies down here. And the Chinese, at one stage, one family, the Suhois, who still own a lot of Dunedin today, they controlled something like 40% of all the provisions going into the Goldfields. So big business, yeah. And you can see that with what they own in the business district of Dunedin still today.
Yeah.
So they were really important. They kind of saved the economy, but treated badly. Eventually they even brought in a poll tax to try and slow them coming down here. First £10 a head, then £100 a head, and the last thing they did to them was when the pensions were introduced in New Zealand, they were the only people who were excluded. It's all been apologised for now, not that that really helps, but Helen Clark did that.